Well, all this month we have been spreading the word about breast cancer awareness. We've talked about early detection, we have talked about treatment, and we've talked about coming together as a community. Well, mark your calendars. October 23rd will be this year's Susan G. Komen Tri-Cities Race for a Cure. Joining me this morning with more now, Sally Shelton, board member, and Lisa Marie Pierson, executive director. And it's great to have both of you with us.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Well, getting very excited. Now is sort of the time to get your team together. This is a huge event.
It is. We remain one of the Tri-Cities' largest road races, but you don't have to race. You can walk, sashay, jump, hop, skip, cartwheels, however you want to do it.
As long as you're covered in pink, you're welcome, right?
You are ready to go.
And of course, this is one of those events that the money raised is so important, and it goes to people right here in our community. Sally, talk to us a little bit about why these dollars are so important.
Because it helps with early detection of breast cancer. I worked at a cancer center and I've seen it firsthand. A lot of patients can't afford to have the mammogram done for the early detection or even the biopsy to see if it is, but with the grants that come from the Susan G. Komen race and the other fundraising, we are able to have those patients be able to get their mammograms done, their biopsies done. It's a wonderful organization to be able to support, and I've seen it firsthand where a patient that wasn't able to pay to get the mammogram done or the biopsy was and got it an early detection at a stage 1, which is a curable stage for a patient. It's an amazing organization.
And unfortunately, the reality is if women don't have this coverage, they will let that go. And we can see how fast a lump, a tumor can grow.
Yes. You know, and then the age, you know, with insurance is at like 40, is it? Yeah. 40 years old, and there's 21, 27-year-olds that are finding lumps in their breast, and the insurance isn't covering it. But with the grants, they're able to cover those mammograms, so those women can have those to get that early detection done.
And these are women right here in our own communities.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let's talk about the day of. I know we have so much fun. It's such a great time, and it's just amazing to see all of the people coming together.
Yeah, it is incredible. We have Wellmont Health Systems and Mountain States Health Alliance back as our platinum sponsors this year, and just have some incredibly exciting things planned. We'll have, typically we have 5,000 or 6,000 people on site. I mean, it's such a family celebration of survivorship in many cases, but also for women who are currently fighting breast cancer, as well as those that have lost loved ones to breast cancer, a way to honor and remember them and celebrate their fight and their life.
The emotion.
I get tongue-tied myself. We have no history of breast cancer in my family, but my favorite aunt, don't tell the other aunts, but my favorite aunt was diagnosed with breast cancer in January, and she has an excellent prognosis. She is literally a living testimony to why that early detection is so important. And the Race for the Cure event that we bring here to the Tri-Cities is the single largest fundraiser that we do in the Tri-Cities throughout the year. It's the driving force behind the grants that we put back into the community through our local health systems and health departments. We have 17 counties in our coverage area. Roughly 250,000 women between the ages of 40 and 64 that fall between those traditional, that's when we need to be looking age ranges. But a lot of our health departments, like Sally mentioned, and other service providers, they leverage our Komen funding for women that fall through the gaps, that don't fall into that federally approved window of whatnot, which is the standard that a lot of the insurance companies base what they pay for, what they don't pay for on.
So that's why this is so important. We need everybody to come on out. Here is the information. Again, the walk is coming up October 23rd. It is the Race for the Cure. You can register your team. You can find out more information at komen.org. But get your pink on and come out and celebrate and help make a difference. Ladies, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we're going to toss it over to Chris now, who's wrapping up in the kitchen.